What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Ask Ashley here with another dope episode of Monday Night Juice. If this is your first time checking the episode out, welcome to the show. If you're watching us live on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And if you're watching us live on Facebook, be sure to follow, like, share, and comment as much as possible so that we know you're here. As always, I like to give a shout out to my sponsor, and tonight's show is sponsored by My Body Snatcher. My Body Snatcher specializes in a variety of waist trainer products, as well as offering services through My Body Sculpting, which is pretty much a non-invasive way of sculpting the perfect snatched body. So go check my girl Yolanda out at www.mybodysnatcher.com or www.mybsculpting.com. As always, I like to make sure that we get a chance to laugh and check out the TikToks. But before we get into that, I got to bring you guys up to a little bit of current news, right? Shout out to Colin Kaepernick and Ava DuVernay. I said her last name right. Y'all don't even know how long it took me to say that. But they are teaming up with Netflix for a 6-episode series on Kaepernick's adolescent life as a young black adopted child growing up in a white community. It'll be narrated by him, and they just finished the writing on it at the end of May. They don't have a premiere release date yet, but it is coming, and y'all know don't nobody tell our stories better than Ava, so shout out to them. Also, tomorrow, July 7th, between 2 and 4, there's a free online Zoom event that every person of color needs to see. If you guys did not know, July is Minority Mental Health Month, which means it's time to focus on our headspace. We talked about this before. We need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, not just physically, not just financially, but definitely mentally. So make sure that you guys are checking out the Eventbrite. I'll make sure that I am putting that in the comment section. And it is the book launch. The free online Zoom is the book launch of the International Handbook of Black Community Mental Health. It's a collaboration between researchers and practitioners in the UK, in Europe, and in the US, giving insight and telling experiences of people of color in the mental health system. Definitely something that we want to take advantage of, so make sure that you guys check that out as well. Now, here's our TikToks.
I know you're working, but I was just calling to see if you still love me, because the way you put on your shoes this morning looked angry. And also, can you please bring chicken nuggets?
Oops, my heart went. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see.
You know what happened to my heart?
What happened to your heart?
Well, when the first time I told you, when I saw you, my heart fell in love with you.
Let's go back in, B.
What it's gonna what it's gonna be, what I see, what I see, what I get like that.
Let's go. Ha, turn.
Tonight's show, I'm so excited because, okay, so let's just say this, because you know we just did a meme about this. Y'all ever just have, a best friend on Facebook or on social media? You ain't never met this person before. You never talked to this person a day in your life except for all of the conversation that you had on social media. Y'all meet my best friend from social media. This is Donny Young.
How y'all doing? This my SM BFF right here. My
Right.
SM BFF.
SMBFF. Donny has been doing amazing things in the tri-state for the last 20 years. Party promotions, community activism events, and just making sure that we all stay informed and educated. But most importantly, and I say most importantly because people don't really realize the importance of being the leader of a family. This man is a father. He is a black man, strong black leader of a man, and he is a husband first before he is all these other things. What's going on, Donny?
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, bestie?
I am good. I'm good. I appreciate you asking me to be on the show.
Absolutely.
I was really excited, me?
Oh yes, absolutely. So if you guys did not know, we recently had the Men in Suits March, and Donny, in addition to a couple other people, we're gonna make sure we shout them out, was the head of that to making sure that we brought awareness to what was going on around the world, but in a manner with some style.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I first got to commend y'all because it was hot as hell.
It was super hot, but it was for a good cause. I was sweating for a good cause.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it was me, my other co-founder of Man in Suits, Kendall Yancey, as well as the Women in Heels, which is
And I love
Javon
that.
Walker and Lakia.
So Javon Walker, super big fan of her.
Yes.
Think About It LLC. I absolutely love her.
Yes.
What was it? Was it a instant collaboration, or was it like you guys were doing this and they were like, "Yo, we want to make sure that the women are supporting you guys in the process"?
They wanted to make sure the women were supporting the process.
And they did. They
definitely
showed up.
did.
They
It was-
showed up
It
and
was
showed
an
out.
awesome event. It was so beautiful. I love my people. You know what I mean? So see everybody dressed up. Because when you dressed up, you feel good,
You feel
right?
good,
You feel
yeah.
good. So it was about, everybody hurting inside and everything
Yeah.
that's going on, watching, our brothers and sisters die at the hands of these cops, and nothing happening because of that. So it was a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. So I wanted to send a message that we want equality, but also it was about us feeling good.
Yeah. And I love that because, so let me tell you, from my standpoint and what I saw, I didn't get the feel good message.
Okay.
I didn't, and not to say that it wasn't there, I just didn't think of it. What I was thinking was, here is an opportunity for us not only to march and to be united on a united front, but here's an opportunity for us to show you that we are nothing like you think we are.
Right, I mean,
You
that
know
was
what
a
I
part of
mean?
it too, but it really didn't have too much to do with how certain
They see
people
us.
perceive us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was about how I want us to perceive ourselves.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
that's more important, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, because it don't matter if you got on a white tee with some Timbs or you got on a suit.
You're
know what I
still a
mean?
black man,
You're still a
and
black
either
man,
dressed
right?
up, it doesn't really matter.
Dr. King was a black man and he had on a suit and they was still knocking him all upside the head and doing all kind of crazy
Absolutely.
foolishness. So
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So did you get a lot of like feedback from that? Is that something that we can see like again next year? Or?
Well, you know what? Yes, we're definitely going to be doing a bunch of different things. So the main things that we're working on right now is 2 campaigns. So the first one is the Buy Black campaign.
Yes, and we're
The
gonna
Buy
get
Black
into that
campaign.
because I love that.
Thank you. 'Cause
I love everything about
we
that.
marched, and people was like, okay, so now what?
So what's next?
What's next? So it's about action, and action is us to get more political power and more economical power.
Yes.
So that's what it's about, and that's you know what I mean. That's what we're gonna be doing from here on out. Period.
Yeah.
From
So
here on out,
and I
period.
love that. I love that because when I first saw let's get into the Buy Black campaign for a second. This is a 52-week.
Yes, it's a 52-week.
year.
Yes, 1 year. It's a 1 year. It's a 52-week campaign where we're supporting
Dedication
to black businesses. We're trying to create some generational wealth for black families, and it's one business is going to be supported for 2 weeks. There's going to be 26 businesses in total. To get more information about that, text Buy Black
to 797979 because
She
I
on
was
it.
ready.
She on it. 797979. See, that's why she my social media best friend. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So text to get more information. That we just finished. We're wrapping up right now the first campaign with Cream and
Cream
Sugar
and Sugar Coffee, yes.
House. Yes.
And you guys know them. They were on our season 3. Taryn
Yes.
and we got a chance to interview them, and they were 2 beautiful brown sisters. One being my cousin. I'm just gonna throw that plug out there, okay? But no, 2
silly.
beautiful sisters that are best friends that came together and decided to create something more, not just for themselves because they have their own separate businesses, but to create something more for the black community. And they are doing phenomenal. And I really want to point out the fact that they are right there at the corner of Montgomery and what is that side street?
You know what?
It's in Evanston though,
Now
right?
that you
When
asked me, now that I can't remember because you put me on the spot.
That's
Now I
okay.
can't
That's
remember.
okay. We'll put that in the link too. How about
Yes.
that? But they're right there at the corner, and there has been so much nonsense on that corner. I grew up in Evanston, in the Evanston area. I grew up in Avondale too. We ain't gonna leave anyone out. But I grew up a little bit down the street from that, so I'm used to the nonsense that's right there. So when I found out that they were opening there, no shade to my people because I love us, but I was scared for them. And it has been nothing but positive. It has been nothing but heartfelt. It has been warm and loving and inviting. I've seen it on social media. I've seen people shouting them out. I've gone there a couple times myself, and I absolutely love it. I'm so, so happy for them. So I'm glad that they were your first company.
Yes, yes. Our second company will be the Davis Cookie Collection. The Davis Cookie
Christina!
Collection. Yes.
And
That's
she's
what we're supporting
phenomenal.
next. Yeah, she is a phenomenal person.
She is.
I met her a couple times. We don't like really know each other like that, but we
Because she
met
ain't
a
your
couple
social
times.
media bestie. And
I
that's
know
okay.
it's you, right?
Absolutely.
She got me doing yoga now. I've been watching her videos and stuff.
So tell me, Donny, let's get a little personal here for just a second. Seeing what's going on in the world, you know, first we dealing with Corona. First we got to deal with Trump. I'm just going to start there.
Right.
Then we got to deal with Corona. Then, you know, we witnessed what's going on down in Atlanta with the young man who was running and, you know what I mean, was murdered. Then we witnessed the murder of Breonna Taylor. Then we're seeing the murder of George Floyd. As a black man, as a father, as a husband, I know what it does for me, but I'm not a black man, I'm not a father, and I'm not a husband. So how does it tear you up?
It tears me up because I look at it like Dave Chappelle, he made a good analogy. I'm not sure if y'all seen Dave Chappelle's latest stand-up.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Where he made the analogy about the cops, how they, you know, the one ex-cop killed the cops. All the cops was there. They was mad. They wanted to kill this black guy because he killed the cop. You know what I mean? They was upset. So I feel like that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I feel I'm upset because one of my brothers and sisters got killed unnecessarily by a cop.
Yeah.
And they deserve to go to jail just like somebody else that wasn't a cop, that was not a cop that would kill somebody.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that, because we had this conversation on the show before, we're angry. I get it. And we've been angry for quite some time. But at what point or another, or at what point are we going to stop being angry and start getting smart about the way we move?
Right.
So I love, like I said, I love the Buy Black campaign because that's leading towards the right direction. And at this point, I saw a video of a sister who just literally broke down word for word why we so angry.
Right.
And she ended it with, you broke the fucking contract. That's why she ended it, right? So in there, though, you know, she talked about every time we take steps to build, you tear us down. Every time we develop our own, you tear us down.
Like
Every
Black
time,
Wall Street.
you know what I mean? Every single time we try to do something for us, you take it from us, you tear it down, or you rip it from us, and you say it's yours. How can we, in support of the Buy Black campaign, be prepared for that? Because history repeats itself all the time.
You know what? I don't think they can do that this time. And the reason why I say that, I mean, they can't come, I mean, they came and they burned down Black Wall Street, you know what I mean? But you got black businesses that are all over the country. So many, especially black female entrepreneurs. You got a lot of the businesses is online. You know what I mean? They can't stop us.
That's very true.
They
That's
can't
different.
stop us. We
That's
got
different.
Black Wall Street all over the country now.
That's
You know what I
very
mean?
different.
So
That's very true.
it's so many millionaires and everything that's been created. This Buy Black campaign is to not only support, of course, it's support these businesses in this area, but we need to support all black businesses going forward.
So for these next 52 weeks, you said you got 26 businesses. Are
Yes.
these all Greater Cincinnati
Yes,
businesses?
these are all Greater Cincinnati businesses.
So we're starting here at home?
Yes, starting
Okay.
here at home, definitely.
Do we already have all 26?
Most of them are already chosen.
Okay.
But if somebody is interested in their business being, you know, chosen, make sure you text
797979. Okay?
Yes.
I'm just asking because I gotta make a small plug.
Okay.
The producer of my show is black owned.
Okay.
Okay? That's a man that could use a
For
little
sure.
bit of support.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
For sure, most
But,
definitely.
you know, I ain't gonna guilt trip you right now while we're live.
I'm not the decision maker though. I'm not the decision maker. I'm
So
just throwing that
okay,
out
so
there.
tell us. So if we are interested, if a black-owned business is interested in becoming one of those 26, they can text 7979.
Yes,
And then
yes.
kind of somebody will reach out to them
Yeah,
from there.
somebody reach out to them from there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the goal for next year? Are we doing 52? Or are we doing 26 businesses outside of Greater Cincinnati? Or are we finding another 26?
You know what? We haven't discussed that yet, honestly.
Okay.
So that's a really good question.
Okay.
We want to see how this campaign goes, but I want people to support black businesses from here going forward, because
Okay.
a lot of black businesses get a lot of flack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can make a little tiny mistake.
And it's like, I ain't supporting them no
Yeah.
more. I ain't dealing with that. I'm not dealing with or and you know what trips me out? Like, you can go somewhere like Walmart and take whatever faulty product back and be like,
Right.
I need a new one, or y'all gave this to me wrong, and
Right.
still continue to go back. But
I've
when
never
it's a black-owned
heard. I've
business,
never heard one black person say, "I'm not going to no more white-owned businesses no
Yeah.
more." Like I've never heard
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah. Especially a sister. I ain't going back up there to that hair store no more, because they be on some other stuff like, nah, sis, you going back to get them packs.
Right.
Don't lie. You know you going back to get them packs.
Well, people need
It's
to have the
also-
same energy, though. They need to have
They
the same
do,
energy
they
for,
do.
for black businesses.
They
So that's
absolutely
going to
do.
change. We're changing the narrative.
I love that. Let's
Changing
change
the
the narrative.
narrative.
Who said that? Omarion hit us with that last year. So with the 26 businesses, like you said, right now we're doing Cream and Sugar Coffee House, and then we're going over to
The
Davis
Davis
the
Cookie
Davis
Collection.
Cookie Collection. That's Christina Davis. Shout out to Christina. I absolutely love her. Christina, if you're watching, it's about time we get you on the show. Okay. All right. So how is it that we're supporting them? Because I know if we're interested in getting more information, we're texting that.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're sending people down there physically to the business to support, but then we're also doing a fundraiser as well. So we're doing a GoFundMe, and people can donate to that business. So I know a lot of people, you know, they're still paranoid and don't want to go outside, which I
Yeah.
totally understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But they want to be safe. They're like, you know, I don't feel safe going to the business, but I want to make a donation to the business. So they'll be able to do that as well. So far right now, for Cream and Sugar Coffee House, we've raised probably about $2,300, $2,400 or
That
something.
is phenomenal.
Yes.
$2,300 just off the strength of we black and we buying it because we can.
Right.
And that's
That's
power.
powerful. Right.
That is powerful, and people don't understand that. They don't understand the reality that if we really started digging deep and pouring into us,
That's right.
we changing the whole game up.
Changing the
We could
narrative.
legitimately starve out other businesses.
Right, I mean, it's not
And we don't
necessarily
want to do
starving-
that.
it's not
Yeah,
about
but we
starving other
could
businesses.
though.
Yeah, I mean, we
could. We're
Right.
not trying to do that the same way. Same thing as, like I said, we don't, you know, when it comes to the racism thing, like, you know, low key, y'all lucky we don't want no revenge. We just want the equality. Like,
Right,
you know
just
what I mean?
equality, that's it.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for?
It shouldn't be. Me personally, I might have been on the revenge side, but that's just neither here nor there. I'm growing. Okay, I'm growing as a person. But I love what it is that you're doing. So you are also doing this with Alicia Reese.
Yeah,
Eddie Kane,
so my cousin,
Cohen.
what's up, cuz? Alicia Reese, she's running for Hamilton County Commissioner. She used to be the Vice Mayor of Cincinnati. She also
Yes.
sat in one of the seats for
Vote
Ohio
in
Reps.
November.
Yeah, so
Yes.
definitely vote in November. So that's the other initiative that we're pushing as well. So to go vote. So we got voter registrations. A lot of people have been knocked out of voting because I know you see Trump talking
Yeah.
about vote fraud and yada, yada, yada. So we have to make sure that you're registered to vote. So you have to make sure that you're registered to vote, and then not only that, you have to actually vote. So
Yeah.
we're pushing that super hard. We're gonna have voter registration forms at all of the businesses so they can get registered, and so you can go and vote in November.
So Donnie, I got a real question for you. What do you say to the people who are like, my vote just don't count? I don't care what y'all talking about. My vote does not count. People are not elected. They're selected. What do
know
you say
what?
to that? You say you can't help everybody?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like people, they want instant gratification. Am I right?
Yeah, this
They
is
got
true.
microwaves, you know what I mean? All these different things, call people phones, just all kind of stuff. People want instant gratification. So when people vote, they want instant gratification on that as well. That's not going to happen immediately.
not
It's
how
not
it
going to
works.
happen in a 4-year term. It's not going to happen in an 8-year term. It's about making progress. You know what I mean? And we have made progress. But the thing is, so I'll be honest with you. The first time that I voted was for Obama in his first election. That's the first time that I voted. So,
Look at you. I'm so proud of you for admitting that.
yeah, I know. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I know our people fought hard for us to vote. But I was one of those people where I was like, well, I'm doing all right. I don't care who's in office. But that's not the case. You know what I mean? That's not the case. And people need to go out and vote in every election.
Yeah.
Every election, not just presidential elections. You know what I mean?
I definitely think that people need to go out and vote in presidential elections, absolutely. But I do think that when you consider your day-to-day, your every single day, you know what I mean, lives and activities and things that you want to do with your children and your family, when it comes time to those local elections,
That's huge.
that's huge.
Yeah, that's
Pay
huge.
attention.
You got prosecutors,
Judges.
judges, county commissioners, all that. People need to be more active. Instead, they just complain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't complain, or like Obama said, don't boo, vote.
Yeah, don't boo, vote.
Don't boo, vote. You know what I mean?
He
So-
was paying attention when
Yeah.
Obama was in the office.
You see, like, actually, I see people think about, they talk about the rally in March that I put together, the Black Man, Man in Suits rally. But the first one I did was back in 2012, and it was Black Man Vote. The Black Man Vote was with Alicia Reese and Macho Means, Black On, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? And we did that, and it was huge. It was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that came out. We met at Washington Park, and then we marched down to the Board of Elections to vote. So it
That's
was a
dope.
powerful thing. Some celebrities came. It was, Will I Am, Vivica Fox. It was powerful.
What's it like for you, Donny, when you go and put these events together and you may get the feedback that you're looking for, you may not get the feedback that you're looking for? Like, what's it like for you after it's all said and done? What satisfaction comes? Like, what's the instant satisfaction that comes to mind for you?
The instant satisfaction is coming home and being with my family. I'm a family man. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife.
Boy, that man posts his wife 2-3 times a day. That sister bad too.
Thank you. You know what? Because I try to show black love. You know what I'm saying?
Because black love matters.
Black love matters, and brothers, we get it real hard on the internet. People got all these different perceptions of us. We players, we got kids all over. We don't take care of our kids, and I'm changing the narrative.
I
I'm
know
changing
that's
the narrative.
right.
It's okay to be married. It's okay
It's
to
a
take care of
beautiful
your
thing
family.
to be
Right.
married. It's a
Right.
beautiful thing to be the leader of your family. It's a beautiful thing. Like for me, I had this conversation with a friend of mine, right? And shout out to my friend because we actually made up. But I stopped fooling with her for a long time because we were having a conversation about success. And she kept telling me I wasn't successful because I didn't have a degree. And I kept saying my version of success is not your version.
Right.
Your version is you went to get an education, you furthered that education, and shout out to anybody that has a degree. Like, I'm never taking that away from anybody. But to me, success is the legacy that I leave behind,
Right.
which means the way that my children are and the upbringing that they represent that I've done, that's where my success
Yes.
comes from. So when
Yes.
she tried to hit me with, that's not successful, it was just like, sis, you being real disrespectful right
Right.
now, and I'm trying not to knock you upside your head because we've been friends for a long time. So I love that because the reality is that is the narrative that needs to change. Our success looks like what we left behind.
Right.
Our success, we
That's
can't
what it's
take
all about.
we can't take the degrees
Yeah,
and the
that's
credit
what it's
cards
all
and the
about.
black cards and the credit scores. We can't take that stuff with us when we go.
Or your corporate job.
None of those things. When we go, we're gone. But what you leave behind, like your corporate job ain't saying, man, that Donny boy, about 50 years ago, we had a boy named Donny Young working up in here, and he was doing it. Like, they're not doing that.
Right.
They're not doing that. So I love the fact that you want to change the narrative, not just within the community as a black man, but in the home as a black man.
I appreciate
so it's
that. That
almost
means
like,
a lot to me.
Yeah. That's a big
Sure.
thing. That is a big thing, and I wish people would. What's the thing they say now? Let's normalize that.
Right.
I want that to be so normal that it's like when you see a man that doesn't do those things, it's just like, what?
You know what's so funny is when I first started doing those things, people would laugh at me, and they would say like, "That's so corny." Like he keep posting his what time she was my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? But now like everybody's doing it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Let's,
saying?
because you've normalized it.
Thank, I
It's
appreciate
become
that.
a
I appreciate
normalized
that.
thing. And then you know the other thing that I love about that is when you start to change your life around and you start to make different decisions and the right people start to gravitate and the wrong ones just magically disappear.
That's very
And
true.
that's so amazing when you think about how to change your reality.
Right.
It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, and it's something that you have to work towards every day, just like with these elections, just like with racism in America. Like, granted, we've been waiting a long damn time, but it's something that's going to take time, and,
Right.
and if you dedicate yourself to it and continue to move in the direction of who you want to be, all of those things fall in place.
Right. See, I was not always this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I used to be real wild and, all over the place.
When you was a
but-
promoter,
I mean, no, I'm still a promoter. You know what I'm saying?
not but when you was like a promoter
When
back
I was
then.
like a promoter back then, yeah, I
Yeah.
was kind of wild a little bit. But, you know what I'm saying? Having, my wife in my life, and she already had, it's the package. So she had 2 kids, like already, my 2 stepsons who I love. I don't like to say step, but, you know what I mean? That made me man up and be more mature. You know what I mean? 'Cause I started seeing, like, especially the younger one,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? He would, like, emulate me and do different things. I'm like, whoa, I got to make sure
Yeah, I'm doing
I got
the right
somebody watching me. Yeah, I got to make
stuff.
sure I'm doing the right stuff. So, you know what I mean? And they have a father, don't get me wrong. I'm dad number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But them being around me, that kind of made me, watch what I say, watch what I listen to.
I
all
really
that stuff.
love that you pinpointed that out. So I know you said you don't like to use the word step, and step never bothered me because I was raised in a house that I had a stepfather in. So my oldest sister is my stepsister, but
Okay.
majority of my family that I see, that I hang out with, my cousins that I love and I check up on all the time, they are all an extension of my stepfather's family. And I have cousins and I have family that's from my mom's side, but I don't
You're
talk to
closer
them.
with the
I'm
dad's side.
closer with my stepfather's side of the family. So I had this conversation with a good friend of mine, and I was telling him, listen, mom and dad being together, it is a beautiful thing. It is something that a lot of us want because we were raised to think that that's the way it's supposed to be. And I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not knocking anybody who is making that work. But what I am also saying is family also looks like an extra parent, an additional parent,
Right.
and additional brothers and sisters. That is just as normal as mom and dad being in the home too.
Right. I agree.
And I love that you have that blended family because you do have your daughter in the home, but you also have your stepsons who are like your children.
Right.
They're your boys.
Exactly.
So I love that you normalize that.
I appreciate that. Black love is black wealth. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's always good to have.
Somebody hashtag that.
a
Black
two-
love is
black
black
love
wealth.
is black wealth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got so many more opportunities if you're in a 2-parent home versus to me. I was in a 1-parent. I was a single mom raised me. You know what I mean? She did the best she could. I love my mom. She passed away. You know what I mean? But I can't imagine where I would be if I had a 2-parent household.
Yeah. And I know I have family that was raised in a 2-parent household, and they wish they had what I had.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's to each his own. Every person has to deal with their reality the way that they do, but I do want it to be normalized that step parents matter.
Yes.
Step children
Stepdads matter.
Yes, stepdads
I'm daddy
matter.
number 2.
Daddy number 2, I just had this conversation with my mom. She was laughing at me because somebody was like, Ashlee needs to have another one. And she was like, no, Ashlee does not need to have another child. And I told her, I said, honestly, I have officially reached that age where I'm no longer thinking about having my own children. I am legitimately excited about being a step parent.
Okay then.
Like, I am
Okay,
geeked
then.
about being a stepmom.
Is it like a age limit though?
No.
No age limit? Because I know I heard some
No.
females were like they can't have like little
No,
little
I would
kids.
love a wee one that I get to grow up with.
Okay.
But I have children at home that are teenagers, so I can handle a
You can handle a
teenager.
teenager.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know how to be fun and turn up.
That's silly.
I know how to make it work. Plus, I was like I said, I was a stepchild, so I know what that's like. I know the battles. You know what I mean? That comes with. I know when you really mad at me, you really not mad at me. Like, you know what I mean? I
Sure.
know all the things that entails that. So that's kind of where I am. But again, that's a part of my legacy. That's a part of my success. So those things really do matter.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Donny, dang. Y'all see me and my best friend?
Right. That's my
Now,
my
let me-
SM BFF.
my social media best friend, because my other real best friend, he might
I
cuss
don't want
me
no
out.
problems.
He might cuss me out in the next 20 minutes in a minute. But I absolutely love that you took the time to come onto the show and to
No
talk to
problem.
me. I love
Thank
the
you
Buy
for
Black.
having me.
Absolutely, I love the Buy Black campaign. I love the campaign that you all are doing with Alicia Reese.
So yeah, what's up with Buy Black? It's the Urban League. Shout out to Eddie Cohen at the Urban League, president of the Urban League. So he's involved. Ashlee Young, she's the vice president of the Urban League Young Professionals.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Ashlee.
Shout out
yeah.
to Ashlee. Then you got Jan Michelle.
Yes,
Kearney.
of Such
Councilwoman.
Publications.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So she's involved. My cousin Alicia Reese, Hamilton County Commissioner candidate.
We just gonna claim her as the new Hamilton County
For
Commissioner.
sure.
Like,
Let's go ahead and claim
we
it.
claiming
Go
that.
ahead and claim it. And then we got of course Men in Suits, which is me and my partner Kendall Yancey, and then Women in Heels, which
Javon.
is Javon and Lakia, and then we also have Rebecca from
The Cincy Bloggers.
Cincy Bloggers,
Cincy
because the Cocoa
Bloggers.
Bloggers.
Yes.
Yes, Cincy
yes.
Cocoa Bloggers. So shout out to Rebecca too.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So we're
Rebecca's
the ones
super
that's
dope.
putting together all this initiative to buy black.
And I love this because it's like they've touched on each area. They've touched in the political aspect of it. They've touched on the media aspect of it, the blogging aspect of it. It's like it's time for us to really come together, work collectively for a good cause that all comes back to us.
Yeah, so just like I throw these events, you know what I mean? The voter registration is your ticket. The voter registration is your ticket. The election is the actual event. Don't show up without your ticket.
I know don't even.
Don't show up without your ticket. You got to make sure you got your ticket so you can vote and we can put some people in the office.
Now, Donnie, what if people don't know how? What if they don't know how to get their tickets?
If they don't know how to get their tickets, what you can do is you can reach out to, damn, what's their website? I think it's Hamilton County
Hamilton
Board.
County Board, is it no, not education, registration, voters, I don't know, but
I
it's,
want to make sure I give you the right one so you can check your actual
yeah, because some people
voter
don't know,
registration
some
status,
people don't know their voting status at all, and I used to be one of those people.
It's all good. It's all
But
good.
I know my status now.
But they actually kicked off a lot of people from voting, so you need to make
I know,
sure.
that's what I'm saying.
If
People
you
need to-
moved or
yeah.
anything like that, and you vote, they can actually pull your vote. So you need to make sure that you're registered, make sure that your address is updated, and the site that you want to go to is votehamiltoncounty.ohio.gov.
There you go.
Votehamiltoncounty.ohio.gov to double check your registration.
Awesome.
All right?
Awesome.
Double check your registration.
That's a black man full of knowledge right there, y'all. I love it.
So-
All right, Donnie, so before I let you go, you know you got to play our game. Ask Ashlee's All Truths and a Dare. So, those of you that are watching, again, if this is your first time, welcome to the show. Hopefully you've enjoyed the conversation. What happens during our game is Donnie will make 3 statements. I'll make 3 statements. One of those statements is a lie, and we have to guess which one. Whoever guesses the lie gets to dare the other person. Donnie, I will let you know, for some odd reason, I always lose because I'm horrible at lying. But I'm going to try to do better today. I'm going to let you go first.
All right. I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
I've bench pressed over 400 pounds,
Okay.
and I have 4 kids.
Donnie, you told on yourself. I'm going with the 4 kids.
I knew I shouldn't have said that one, man.
You just told me you had
Dang,
3.
all right.
I be
all
paying
right.
attention.
Okay, thanks. She got me, okay.
All right, let's see. And let's see, because you my social media best friend, so you might know some stuff about me. Hold on, I gotta think about this one. I am a Sagittarius. I have 1 boy and 1 girl. And I do hope to be a step parent. And I was one of the people that believed that voting was stupid. Not stupid, but that it didn't matter. I wish we had some Jeopardy
Dang,
music.
man, let me think. Mary, help me out over here, Mary. I'm gonna go with 1 boy and 1 girl.
Donnie, you follow me on social
I
media.
know I was gonna say that or the Sagittarius.
Man, I ain't damn sure ain't no Sagittarius, baby. I'm a Capricorn all day. Okay,
Dang, man.
that was my first time.
Dang.
I won. I love this. Okay.
I thought about it too hard. And I was
I'm
gonna go
excited.
with, I always go with your first choice because that's the one I was gonna go with, and then I changed my mind.
Men got
You know what I
intuition
mean?
too. Y'all gotta listen to that. All right, so I get to dare Donnie. Donnie, I want you to. Oh, Donny, he's so lucky he married, cause let me tell you, I be ready to give some real good dares, okay? Go to the B section in your phone.
They silly.
I am going to have you rap your favorite Tupac lyric.
Rap my favorite Tupac lyric. You know
Yes.
what? I was just listening to some Pac not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? He got so many songs. Let me think. Dang, so many songs I like. You know what I'm saying?
Better just start
All right,
dropping them.
all right. They claim that I'm violent just because I refuse to be silent. The hypocrites are having fits, and I ain't buying.
I love it. I will take those 3 bars. I will take those 3 bars. Up top. Thank you so much, Donny. I appreciate you coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
No, it is my pleasure. Please go ahead and tell our viewers again how we can support Buy Black campaign.
Yes, text Buy Black to 797979. And make sure you register to vote. Make sure you vote in November, or you can vote early. I think was September or something like that. You can vote. You can follow me on Instagram at Donny Young. I am Donny Young. I am. Let me see what else.
Well, okay, so really quick, also, when they text 797979 to and put Buy Black, what information are they gonna get back? Are they gonna be able to know, like?
Yeah, so basically by texting that number, you'll be in the know, and you'll find out what businesses we're supporting. If you have questions about the whole campaign, you can text that number and everything as well.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
For
Thank
taking
you.
the time.
Thank you.
It is
I
my
appreciate you.
pleasure. It is my pleasure. Y'all, I met my best friend today.
For sure.
Also,
For sure.
thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in into another dope episode of Monday Night Juice. I love you. Please make sure before you guys click out of the video, stay tuned for a tip from our community partners.
What's going on? It's your boy Lawrence Kane Jr., financial coach and CEO of Abundance University. Just wanted to share some quick tips with you all during this pandemic. The first tip is to be on offense, right? This isn't a time to get defensive and scared. You gotta be on offense. Stick to what's working, ditch what's not, right? And really start to get into a habit of every single day, how can you make money? How can you save money? And how can you outlast the pandemic? The second tip is look at what you can cut when it comes to your expenses. There's some things that you just don't need right now. And there's also going to be some things that you need more of. So again, that healthy balance is something that we all have to push through and work on. The third tip I want to share with you all today is have those financial conversations. Even if you're single, you need to have somebody in your life that you can talk in a positive manner about your finances. Now, I'm not just talking about being hiring a financial coach. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about having people with your day-to-day routine that you can talk about the good, the bad, and the indifferent in a positive manner. So that's what I'm recommending that you all do. Remember to follow us at Abundance University on all social media platforms. And also, if you need help with your finances, you can visit our website, abundanceuniversity.net/financial coaching. Remember, financial success, that happens on purpose, and success does not visit the lazy. God bless.
Hello, my name is Denise Bryers with Bootcamp Cincinnati and Denise Bryers Fitness. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to relieve muscle soreness. One way to relieve muscle soreness is by making sure you warm up before every workout routine. What does that look like? It could be jumping jacks, high knees, butt kicks, or a combination of all three to run the course of about maybe 3 minutes. You can time each exercise for 30 seconds on, break, and then 30 seconds for the next moves that follow that. Next, what you want to do is make sure that you stretch prior to your workout routine and definitely after. Stretching is very important. It helps to relieve blood flow to the muscle areas where you worked to help to relieve the soreness in those muscle groups. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you take a nice cool shower after your workout. Help to, bring the body temperature down, and it is also very helpful with inflammation. The last tip I want to give you is about your post-workout nutrition. You want to make sure that you get in an ample amount of protein via either lean meats or via a protein shake. After your workout, you don't want to go beyond an hour without making sure that you drink that protein shake. So for me, that's what I do. I also like to incorporate a recipe that I make with turmeric, and I call it turmeric tea. Turmeric tea is very helpful and to help relieve muscle soreness and inflammation in the body. Again, my name is Denise Bryars with Bootcamp Cincinnati and Denise Bryars Body, Mind, and Soul. You can find me across all social media outlets via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Also on my websites, which are www.bootcampcincinnati.com and www.denisebryars.com.